Hey there friends, good morning. It's day 175 and I'm just getting ready to work out with my kettlebells. As you see, I have it all set up right here. I'm going to get started with some mobility, work a little bit on my core, nothing too heavy, and then we're going to get started with a full body kettlebell workout with 16 kilograms again this morning. How are you doing this morning? Let me know in the comments. Are you doing all right? Having a good day, having a bad week, having a great week. I'd be curious to hear and learn from you. I'd be happy to hear if you're doing all right or however else you're doing. I'm doing all right. I had a fun and interesting day yesterday. I got to drive around the Dutch racetrack in Zandvoort with very expensive fancy race cars, and I'll be making a little vlog and video about that one of these days, maybe race cars and kettlebells or something like that, but that was really cool. I'd say if you ever have the opportunity, I got it as a gift, by the way, so someone was very generous and very kind to me. I'd say that's definitely an experience worth having. I will say this, driving around a racetrack and that speed with those kinds of turns, having those forces being exerted on your body, you better be used to swinging kettlebells around and be fit. Helps. That was not easy. 1, 2, it's a huge adrenaline rush because it is also quite dangerous. 3, you better know how to drive really well because, well, you're going really fast. I don't usually drive fast, I drive relatively slow within the speed limit. So, yeah, that was quite the experience, but it was a lot of fun to have done that. And go with a couple of friends if you're going to do something like that. I think it makes it even more enjoyable. Still suffering from hay fever, by the way, as you can tell. And it is 5:14 a.m. here, and I am just about ready to get started with my mobility. So, like I always say, we're good just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on, and the only way to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work. So, let's get started. the way, I was so tired yesterday from the racing that I decided not to do 150 swings in the evening because I just lay down on the bed to, hey there, good evening, good morning, to put the kids to bed. And I fell asleep myself, so to speak. So, yeah, missed that opportunity to work out, but sometimes prioritizing 7.5 to 8 hours of sleep is what's best for you. So, you know, you need to figure out what works and what makes most sense on the day. Don't be too dogmatic or strict about, I said, I'm going to work out every day, twice a day, when your body maybe tells you you need to take it slow. Why don't you come over and check those messages in a moment? Let me just finish up this stretch here. Hi Ray, good morning. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. Thanks a lot. Yoga, mobility this morning, and then afterwards I'm going to move on to the kettlebells. What about yourself? What are you up to this, since you said morning? This morning, is there any particular thing you are going to be doing today, or have already done and are done for with the day or the night? Let me know. Oh. Getting up out of those deep Cossack squats just stays difficult. So I figured out the math for the basic introduction to Kettlebell program that I'm making, which is good because it's always nice to feel like you figured something out. When I mean figuring out the math is creating a progression cycle of about 16 weeks that I think is going to be fun and impactful for anyone who wants to pick up a kettlebell and start learning how to use a kettlebell. I will be adding, probably, I will start recording that in about a month and preparing it to launch it here on the channel. And until then, I'll just keep live streaming and making shorts because, well, need to keep myself busy. But yeah, if you're interested in a, like a very basic how to get started with kettlebell program, where you learn a few cool new things, that might be the one for you. Okay. There we have. We're going to move on with McGill's Big Three. Get started on core. I'm just going to grab the tape that I need to put around my wrist. Because I still have this little scar on my wrist. I don't want to rip it open again when I start snatching the kettlebell later. Don't worry, nothing terrible has happened here or is going to happen. Just a little precaution. Core. You ready? Let's get started. base deadlifts. Okay. Oh, hey there, good morning. Might come by and say good morning in a moment. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate that. Okay. Transition to kettlebell swings, kettlebell, full body strength workout. I'm gonna get started. Just gonna give myself a short break. There we go, 30 seconds. I'm going to check on that message that came through, and then we're going to get started with the 16 kilos. Hey, Jay, as always, body toning, probably, I don't know, it's a strength program with a kettlebell, but I guess it does change the shape and size of your body if you work out with a kettlebell long enough. So yeah, that's the nice thing about kettlebells. They can do a lot of different things. Right, I'm going to show you a little flow. I'm going to do this 5 times. So the flow is deadlift, snatch, squat, press, down to deadlift, deadlift to squat, press, 3, deadlift, deadlift, snatch, squat, press, times. We're going to do that circuit 5 times in a row. So, with a 30-second break in between. Those are 4 basic moves that you're going to do along with a kettlebell, but 2-handed. And then we're going to add the swing in a moment. So, deadlift, snatch, squat, press, 1. Three. 4. 3 times. Oh, another message. Just come over and read that. Hold on, if you don't mind. How old am I? I don't mind at all. I am 40. So I was on a mission to be fit at 40, which I think I succeeded at relatively compared to my general fitness 10 years ago, 3 years ago. And now I intend to be active and self-sufficient and strong and trained when I'm 100. So we've got a little bit under 60 years to go. Why do you ask? That was 4. Let's do the last one. And yeah, that's getting my heart rate up into the 4th zone. So it's doing its job. I'm just curious because another video I posted. Which one? Oh, good job, I succeeded. Thank you. Yeah. So 40 going on to 100, 2 kids, active life. So I need to be prepared for what the day will bring. Always. because as you can hear, there are little humans in this house who wake up at all different times, including 5:45 a.m. when they should be sleeping. So let's see if they go back to bed, or if there's going to be milk and toys in the living room upstairs. And we'll see if I can take their mom's place. Alright, because this is a strength workout, because I've do a lot of kettlebell swings, I'm going to use a 20 kilo for 5 sets of 5 swings. For a change, this is a strength workout. Let's see how that goes. With a 20. Not too bad. Let's see if I can do that 4 more times without hurting myself and while maintaining proper technique. What about you? Are you into any kind of fitness or sports? Since you dropped by, I'd be happy to know and learn. Maybe any kind of sport that I should check out or in some way be interested in. So many different things you can do in your free time. Two times 5 with a 20. It's pretty good. Not too shabby, you might say. But yeah, being a father, having a full-time job, both me and my wife, by the way, we both work good jobs, so we're fortunate. And we got lucky in life, to say the least. And having 2 kids, and trying to create a fun and active atmosphere. Swimming and judo. Yeah, that all takes time and energy, and I used to think, well, don't expend the energy because you'll need it later. Now I understand that the more energy I build up through exercise, the more I have to spend. So, it was a mistake to believe that I could get away with not exercising for years. Third one, now I'm going to do a clean and press ladder after these 2, and then we're going to go on to some rows. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. I really do. And stay tuned and drop by another day. We can chat some more. Whew. Okay, that 20 kilo is something different, and in a good way. Might do a 200 row, gorilla row, for a change to alternate the clean and presses. we're going to do 6 ladders. There's 16 today. I think I did 5 the other day. So I'm going to try 6. So, just for your reference, if you're watching, it took me about 8 months to work up to a 20 kilo kettlebell. Just keep that in mind for your own endeavors. Some people get there faster, some people get there slower. This is about doing this kind of work on your time. Now the youngest one, maybe you're hearing kids' voices. So there's mom upstairs trying to wake up his older brother at 6 in the morning. So they're going to come down soon, and I'll have to sadly switch off the stream before I'm done with my workout, so that we can get some breakfast into him. Close the first ladder. 30-second break. Heart rate's doing fine. I'm going to move on to the second ladder. The ladder is relatively straightforward. 2 and 1, 2 and 1, and when I reach 10 times, I'm going to drop back to 3, 2, 1. But only 5 times, because that's the purpose of ladders, is to build endurance over time and get stronger, and see if that has yielded any results. Second ladder. Really trying to work on locking out that entire body at the top of the press and creating that foundation. Activating the glutes, quads, pulling the kneecaps up, core, bringing the rib cage down slightly, and pulling the arm back into its socket at the top. Third letter. Halfway there. Now, there was a time, by the way, where doing any of this with an 8 kilo would have me sweating profusely and bring my kettlebell up and my heart rate up. So being able to do anything continuously with 16 kilo shows progress. The reason I'm not doing a swing clean is because that's a bit more cardiovascular impact, and I usually do it with 12. 16 is just going to be too heavy, and I'm going to start making mistakes. And mistakes will lead to injuries, which is what we're trying to prevent. Fourth set. Good morning.
Morning.
Do you need a banana upstairs for the yum yum? I need to do one more set and I'm done. 2 minutes. Kom je kijken, ventje? Kijken. Hallo. As you can hear, people are waking up. So he's going to play for a little bit and then we'll finish off today. Final set of clean and presses. And the day starts 6 a.m. today. What can I say? I love my family very much. Cuckoo! My 2 little kettlebells. There we are. Family always comes first and is very important. Remember that in life. Remember, you're good just the way you are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. That was some mobility, some core, and a full body workout. The only way to get anything done is by showing up and doing the work. So I'll see you tomorrow morning, because I think tonight I have a work engagement, for another session.